to where it was
Over
needed.
500 Canadian Armed Forces members are now deployed. They're delivering food and supplies to communities, putting down sandbags to protect homes, while repairing infrastructure and rescuing livestock. There's also significant support with helicopters and aircraft, with Griffins, a Cyclone, and a Chinook now in BC, as well as a Hercules and 2 Twin Otters. And reservists have been called in, including to help in Abbotsford. On top of that, there's a team ensuring the essentials, including fuel, keep moving. I know this is a concern for a lot of people and businesses. We're issuing interim orders to get food, fuel, and supplies to communities and farms. And just today, we approved a request from the Port of Vancouver for over $4 million to create extra capacity so ships aren't turned away while the port clears the backlog of traffic. Mr. Speaker, our focus is getting everyone through this crisis, which includes almost $4.5 million in immediate support to First Nation communities to keep people safe and start rebuilding. There is no doubt the scale of this disaster is staggering. What it means for people's lives and businesses is devastating. We're here to help with whatever British Columbians need, and we'll work hand in hand with the Government of BC on direct support. On that note, Mr. Speaker, I want to thank all of the first responders and the women and men in uniform who've stepped up to serve. And of course, standing right behind each and every one of them is everyone across the province who's shown what British Columbians are made of. I think of the family who owns a restaurant in Hope and handed out food to folks stuck in their cars, or the volunteers at Surrey Gurdwaras who sent meals to those who lost their homes, or the women and men in Abbotsford who last week passed sandbags hand to hand through the night. À travers la province, les gens ont répondu à l'appel.
Throughout the province, people have responded to the call for action. Together, we will help British Columbia overcome this crisis. This is the time to do everything we can to protect families, help farmers, and put trucks back on the road. We have to do everything we can, now and in the future. We know that this is not an isolated case.
This fall, it's been flooding and landslides. Last summer, droughts and wildfires. For people out east, it's a state of emergency and washed out highways because of storms hitting hard right now. The people in Newfoundland and Labrador and Nova Scotia, we will be there for you. So tonight, please stay safe and follow local guidelines. If the last year has shown us anything, it's the impacts of climate change are here sooner than expected, and they're devastating. So on adaptation, we have to accelerate our work. I could talk about investments to weatherproof homes, or the $500 million we'll put towards community-based firefighters and equipment. All of that is key. But when it comes to solutions, it's not just about one program or one investment or one community. It's about putting the full power of government and the entire force of our commitment behind real, meaningful climate action. En ce moment, pendant qu'on rebâtit nos communautés,
Right now, as we rebuild our communities, we also have to act for their future. Mr. Speaker, there is no one easy solution. We will, however, continue our action. We will continue to make real gestures.
And there will be difficult days still ahead. But together, we will rebuild. Hand in hand with the Government of BC, with First Nations, with municipalities, and with all British Columbians. We will help you recover from this crisis and rebuild your homes, your businesses, your lives. And together, we will reach better, brighter times. Merci, Monsieur le Président.